Can't really see my face.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Khan, the dominant of Odin. The Cambarians War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Valorous Tor in 873. We also whether his armies fought. Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Khan sends not a single ship in support of his Dalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in their claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang? Only to make no attempt to claim the mother crystal for Walud. It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word. Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Cooper is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Live.
What's that falling into you?
And how am I meant to do that then?
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
No scratches, right? Anything else?
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing to stake here, Lady Karen. It's true. Cooper is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Finished, are you?
Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kuka is dead.
Mine? Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Thanks to Sis.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
We're seeing troops emerge. Crossing.
You barely sat down since you came over. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
just started reading books that don't have any.
Mid hasn't been a...
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal.
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canberra. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapours away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides, that stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to. Lovely breeze, isn't it?
Blackthorn. Can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tate. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an handcoat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up West Banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Alamill. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece you.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Haven't much, but you're free to look. Good day.
Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Sure, but Spence, what do we do now?
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
But when can I go on a special for Master Quentin?
You have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shields. Here.
What are you doing here? What is it to you? We give a damn. What matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
is life.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Fragrant herbs and spices. Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Oh, where's all the men?
Lights and words!
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Thanks, Gal. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you! Thank you, my friend! You've opened my eyes!
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Faster!
That'll do, girl.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
That can't be true.
Just look at the detail.
Oh, where did all the heads rock? Probably right.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Barn. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks. Now, Dusan, I know you're cute. Do you have to use the good stuff?
Yes, the finest fabric.
No use calling Ambrosia now. Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
You win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain? Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right, that's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
He cracked the crystal. You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's fan is gone.
Might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. One down, two to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
Hey, man.
Not sleepy.
Back there will be what do you say?
Now I'm watching the cricket. Look at this guy.
What's
this
it?
fucker just says Rice crackers, bro. You like rice crackers? What's some rice crackers, bro?
Oh, you're good, man, bro.
You're not a fan?
No.
Aren't you hiding in here?
I am.
Oh,
How big is this game?
about the helm?
Aren't you hiding here, man?
Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then.
That's so hot, bro.
Here
That's
you
like...
see the Mithril engine, in which Mithril is
I
burned
haven't
to
been paid yet,
generate
eh?
heat.
Yeah.
That heat
Oh,
is
fuck
then
off. Tell them
harnessed
too,
to
because when I set it up, you
increase
have to put a
force.
password in.
Excess
Because
heat
I'm going
is
to
dealt
put a
with
password
by
and I can't
means
check
of
the
the
payslip.
thermal displacement stack, which disperses it
Tell them,
into
bro.
the surrounding
What's the
air.
password?
Now,
The generic
were we
password.
to rely on thermal plating alone
I
to
put one
achieve
in.
this effect,
No, because I was wondering, because it
rate
said
of
email address
excess
and then
heat
it said
buildup would
password.
far exceed the
And I'm thinking,
displacement
fuck, I'm not
coefficient
putting my
of the
password in
plating.
here.
You,
So it
bro.
must have been for that.
The
You know, I
reactor will
wanted to show me.
and eventually
That's good now.
this
Time
is
and a
where the
half,
helm
bro,
comes
here
in.
on Saturdays.
It connects to the
Is
plating.
it?
You
You
see,
You work
collect
out 40 hours, you do 40 hours, right?
Have you told about that agency?
absorb all that excess energy.
Nah.
Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics
That's
are
it.
remarkably
Tough job,
thermophilic.
son.
They can withstand and
Don't
absorb
be like,
levels of
hey,
heat
lovely
far
piss, bro.
above anything we are
Yeah,
able to
there's
make
not much you
today.
can do about
And
that.
not only that,
Might
they're
as well
also
just keep it the way it is.
waterproof
Don't
and
take my
immune to
car
rust,
over there
making
and
them the
keep
perfect
fucking running
material
to
for our
around that
protective
car,
Mate,
bro. Case of being out on that car, it's like checking my car, bro.
yeah, like,
It's my car, bro. 50, wait, look, 54,000, what, 46,000 gates. You know how much you could sell that car for, bro?
You can fuck
Look,
off.
I looked on Trade Me, bro, right? His car's like the same D-meter, right?
Said we might be
Fucking
able to
like
use
done
parts for our
120,000
fallen
Ks and they
ruin.
want 7 grand in it.
Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well,
I mean, it's
probably
basically
should have
you're looking
arranged
at
to
my
have the
money.
pieces we need
Oh, yeah, I
got here
can't travel, but
sooner.
listen, I'm using any gas.
it's another like.
I'm not using gas and
One
at the
or two
moment it's going to
visitor
give me
has
a
taken
lapse.
up residence.
It's good. It's good both ways, bro.
A matter of just walking
Well,
into
yeah,
the station
yeah, and
room.
what I'll do,
It's,
but I'll go back on the forklift, bro. No one will be able to take it from me. I'm the senior guy here. I'll be pissed, bro.
I suppose I'd better
You know,
deal with this unwanted
there's
visitor for you.
workers, bro.
Would that
I'm
help?
ground, I'll be pissed. You'll be pissed off.
Very much.
That's the way it goes. You don't have big jobs.
I'll gather my team and head there right
You wouldn't
Because
have
you can't
got.
get a driver, bro. They can't. Well, who's going to drive the car? There's no one. They haven't got full licenses. And he went off and he asked the hostman, "Oh, can I drive the car?" He's like, "You haven't got a full license. You only got restricted. You won't cover for the insurance. You crash it. Oh, Glenn's in the passenger seat."
It's better.
I used to even drive home because I was like, for once. He brought us. I fucking said, "This passenger seat ain't a risk." It's the first time, bro. But not now.
Hey, next thing you know, you leave the car, right? You walk up.
It wake up as a crash, boy.
You walk up. Where the hell were you? Oh, the bitch.
Imagine that.
Yeah, fuck it.
Trouble, bro.
Especially Nick Cliff.
That's my job.
Nah, that's.
But I know, look, to get out the fucking car after being the driver's seat. No, you have to be, bro. Because the cops, you know. That's a big game, bro. You need another map. This guy.
Yeah.
I'm starting to tired now. It's like it's like 12 o'clock almost, eh?
Yeah, look at that.
What's this?
We're taking you all to a storehouse in the Vales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
No, man.
I couldn't play this game, bro. It just frustrated me.
Yeah.
Speaking of facilities, you play games, and you look up to your son, isn't it? Really, you just relax, bro.
Yeah, I can only play when he's asleep. I mean, I play.
There's nothing wrong with that, bro. You could be out drinking and doing this, bro, and doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, other suckers do, eh? Where's you running on that shit, eh?
That's the waste, bro. At least with my game, I can resell it, bro.
At least you're responsible. You know, you too. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. At least you don't leave your kids you're out drinking and partying, bro.
Nah, but never.
That's how they get. Oh, that's what the way New Zealand kids are, right?
Ready?
Never. Am I going to the right place? Yep, man.
Situation, I could have been still living.
Yeah.
I reckon I would end up in the mental ward, right?
Oh, so.
No, seriously, if I was on mental. That's why I crashed, you know, you still have to mind, eh? No, it's all good, bro. I'm step here now, man.
It's good to, yeah.
I've only seen you once.
When?
I told you down by Memorial Park. It looked like you.
Oh, yeah.
When I was going to work. Yes, I think I'm pretty sure it was there.
You're about 90% your way.
I'm pretty sure it was there, bro. The beating there.
Still can't believe I seen that colour lady, eh?
I told you, oi. I told you, oi. What comes around goes around, bro. That's that $80 is going to turn into $160.
Because, you know, I told you, this time I owe $4, bro. Baker took me to the court and stuff. I ended up paying like $47 from $4.
$4? What was the $4 for from Baycorp? Your credit rating would have been fucked, bro.
Yeah, it was.
What's that for?
At the beginning, bro.
What was that for, though? Last one, $4 was for? $4 pay it, man.
I paid everything.
Did you not know about it? Oh, yeah, but Baycorp was shocking, bro, because you... That's another thing too, bro. I paid my ex-wife's bills off, bro, 4 years ago, bro. She was at Baycorp too. That's what I mean, bro.
They don't realise, bro.
I paid for all the shit, bro.
You know that. Do you know how you, for example, say you owe 10 grand, right? You paid it all off.
Mm. Yeah, but sometimes you accumulate extra, like a credit card. If you pay it, because what happens is, like when you pay it, bro, if you're over the day, you know, like even by day, bro, they add interest on straight away.
No, it's not that, bro. That's not that. So what I'm trying to say is that it takes 7 years after you pay it, bro, to clear, so you have good credit rating again. So I had to wait 7 years, bro, to pay all my debt. You know that? It took 7 years.
With the Parkers, decided they were on the posties last yesterday. Fuck, they were noisy, bro. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Hey. Drunk ass, bro.
Luckily,
in there.
Lucky we can't hear it, eh?
Nah, fuck, I tell you what, bro, they were posted fuck. I fuck one to the dog ball, 450, bro. There's like fucking 15 people there.
Yeah.
There you are, Sid.
Yeah, you know that if anything happens, I just go, it's cool. I'm just like a few minutes away, bro. So.
Just over there, as is the...
Nah, I'm just saying, if anything happens out there, bro, just give me a quick call, eh?
Bro, you won't even answer, bro. You got a phone, don't go.
Of course.
It does.
I'll be right back.
It's a new phone.
Nah,
the other phone, bro, used to ring it and you're like, oh, you just ring me on Facebook. I can't go on Facebook now. I can go on Messenger. Oh, you're Messenger.
Yeah. Just give, like, if there's they have to know, like, I mean, try not to ring me when I'm asleep, but if there's emergencies, you know?
I could be out there getting beaten up, bro.
Nah, just give me a call, you know?
Like, how am I going to get a call, bro, when I get stabbed up? Nah.
I just say, like, is Glenn calling? Nah, turn it off. That's straight, man.
What the hell's that then?
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
It's like a little... How's that? It's like a little creature. Like a tamer. Tamer box. Like a wolf.
Yeah, it's supposed to kill it.
No, don't kill it, bro. Take it.
Leave it, kill me.
It's harmless, bro.
There's teeth coming out.
It's harmless. Yeah, but I actually might not be dead. I might actually not be dead. No, I don't think it is over. Oh, no, it's right.
Oh, good, bro.
No, it does, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look at what he said, bro. That's what my boy said.
See, this is what that school song about if they can change. How can you think that, bro, when you're only fucking 16 or when your brain's not developed? You know the way that kids, when they got older, bro, they get to change brain into afterwards, bro, and they go to the big cap, bro,
yeah.
Farewell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
If I have a kid, bro, and I find out, bro, the teacher's teaching that sort of shit, bro, no, bro, I will not be happy, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to. That's
it. Say that too, bro. Fair enough, it's just, I don't agree with it, bro.
You teach your own kids, so teach our kids.
Oh, I just have homeschooling, bro. Just stay home. You can't let kids think like that, bro. You kids have fucking brains, bro. They don't know. They think it's okay.
Don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
That's a big game, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
Oh, no work for 4 days, bro.
Huh?
No work for 4 days, brother.
What's that?
What's that? Well, I got tomorrow there, Monday, Tuesday, bro. It's Christmas Day, Boxing Day.
Are you going to be jamming it?
Yeah, of course I will be.
And after 4 days?
And then I've only got work for 3 days, or Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday, I'm off for 10 days as well.
Yeah.
And then the following week's the same, bro. You enjoy it, bro.
Yeah, but same here. I'll probably sleep until 4 in the morning, bro.
What time she finished? Because she was the carriage show, don't you? When we were going, eh? We were going.
Yeah.
She must think
If we were at our old house, we would have a lot more cash, but it's just because this house is bigger. Yeah. Bigger house, a lot of more bills, bro. Wow. I can't believe it.
At the moment is obviously I've got to run a fence too. You got to do
Don't worry about it, you know? Yeah. Like.
Fuck, I'm not like that lady, bro.
No, like.
He does all the windows open there.
You know what I mean? Like.
Well, my mum said to me, oh, you should leave the sliding door open. I said, no, I can't leave the sliding door open.
There's bugs.
Home.
Yeah.
No, when I'm not here, because I don't fucking know some of my jumping things.
Yeah.
No, I said, they're fucking mites.
I mean, I wouldn't say it happened, but it could happen.
It could happen, bro.
Yeah.
I come home, bro, and the whole house is, and the whole room's ransacked, and those rats there are dead. The dog's missing.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
My wife.
You just got to be more cautious now, because there's people opportunities. When you're selling shit, you got to watch. You watch people, you look at the place, bro. They're looking around like this, bro. They're looking around your house.
How so?
Doesn't take much, bro.
Blatant's enough to stop the engines going pop.
You can sleep now, or you can play games after you get back.
The rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding.
You know me, bro. My days off, I'll be sleeping.
Then tomorrow I'll go past the kids and we're like, hey brother. You're like, fuck this guy, shut the fuck up.
Hey, what time are you getting up for?
No, we're tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Because the meat plants aren't with me. I wanted to work there. No, we can't work.
I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what to do.
Top and a half of me.
Yes,
No, I wanted to work, bro.
Who wanted
it? No, one did, bro. Because he's like, no, we don't want to work.
Hippocrates.
Tones? Yeah, well, I thought that, obviously. I've got all the details.
My next game we're playing out, eh? I'll be playing Resident Evil 4 Remaster. No, sorry, remake. The new one.
Was that in there?
No, on my PC.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, but you get it on PC, can't you?
Yeah, but...
Brand new.
Yeah, I like my games on my PC. My PC runs like 2.5 times better than the PlayStation 5. You know how much it cost me to build a PC? Like 4.5 grand?
You can up that, and then put new bundles and shit in the back.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait?
Yeah. Like, at least that PC there, bro, I've done as about a year and a half now. I won't be outdated for the next 9 years or so, you know?
Where do you go to get the part? JJ's in the deal or Dixmas?
No.
JJ's deal or just online?
Online, bro. Computer Lounge or PDP Tech.
Yeah, Computer Lounge is all that cheese, alright?
Yeah, bro. It's not the same quality as mine, but still okay, bro, you know?
I think I just gotta sit in there, bro. Make it more comfy.
Yeah, bro. Are you going to start jamming that Mortal Kombat?
No,
have you installed it?
No.
This guy.
I'll get to it.
Yeah, bro.
I'll go to the next 4 days and I'll be sitting around just watching TV for sleeping all the time, bro.
You'd be like, remember that? I've been waiting. Can I borrow that? Yeah, like, still, 2.5 weeks later, still in the same chapter.
You were like, what a useless guy.
Nah, it's not it, bro.
No, but I've actually got time now, so it's good.
Hippocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, for me this time.
Yeah, I will start.
He goes to me and he goes, you shouldn't be driving that car around. I was like, oh, you know I'm driving that car around. You know I'm going to drive that car around to places. Not like I'm driving it out of town. The only place I go is work. I'm driving into Wanganui now. That's the thing, though, bro. It's okay. Some people just abuse it. You have it for a while, then you're like, oh, I'll go to Auckland in the car.
Oh,
Whoa!
whoa!
Bro, I'll go to Auckland in the car for the weekend. Fuck, bro. No way, bro. Because they come up on the receipt, bro. If you put gas in it, like, there. What the fuck's this cunt in Auckland?
You think, oh, what's for work?
Go to horse up in Auckland.
Yeah. I used to think, oh.
Let's back up in Auckland, bro.
Yeah, they call me.
No, I'll be in trouble. I'll probably lose the job.
Hey, you might not lose the job, but they'll probably take you to court too.
No, mate, as you can imagine.
She's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
That's why it's best you don't even use shit. As long as I'm doing my job, bro, I have a few minutes to work on time.
Or if you might be able to fix it.
So you signed a contract that they're giving you the allowance, eh?
Perhaps.
2 hours, is it?
2 hours, yeah, she requires, but... I said to him around the travel, at first he's like, oh, you know what, I haven't got you, but I'm a driver. They're not driving, I'm driving now. I'm doing the driving, and they're picking up, and I said to him, listen, yesterday, and today, again, I had to wake people up to get them to work.
And yet, we have made a home here from
the same thing with these fellas, eh?
Young cats, eh?
Yeah.
Wait,
they're half our age, bro, and they complain how tight they are. They're like, oh, I sleep in to keep it from rotting. How fucking you tired, man? You're half my age.
I remember, like, me and you, bro, like, when we were provider, we were working like 14.5-hour days for like what, a couple months, eh?
Yeah, and it's less pay too.
Yeah.
And like these young cunts say they only do 9 hours in that, and if you take that time, okay, yeah, downstacking is a kind of a job, but fuck is it? You're not there till 5, 6 around night, still working.
Hey, at least the island wasn't frozen, bro. I was. Damn, yeah, I was only supposed to be in there for 40 minutes, but I ended up going like hours.
But in the end, bro, you're working this sort of hours now, bro, you get burnt out, bro. You get sick. I was getting sick of it, bro.
Yeah.
For 8 o'clock at night, and then you get told, oh, I'll just come back again in the morning.
Yeah.
So tell me I have to go to New Plymouth and then drive back, and they're like, oh, just start at 10.
And then they're like,
start at 8.
Do you remember that? They're like, you could go home early, bro. And then they're like, what time is it? 6 o'clock, right? But we're supposed to be finishing at 4:30, bro. And that's our normal hours, but we go to 6.
Yeah, but then when you live, bro, right, when I've gone back, bro, I said to them, listen, because Dan's like to me, oh, you shouldn't be starting early anyway. I said, I'm allowed to start early, I've got to clean up. You've got to clean up the storeroom and that, because people don't clean up their messes, mate. He's a fucking dickhead, eh? It's like, even Dean said, no one's cleaning up the flowers left everywhere. I used to tell that Dan too, mate, no one's cleaning up.
So you need a hand, do you?
They used to don't damage it, bro, and just leave it.
Do you notice it's only me, you mainly cleaning, eh?
Some company too.
No, apparently it's not that tiny, you know, so I still miss it.
Can we count on your aid?
Fuck, what are you up for in the Conrad? Look at him bashing, you know.
Thank you.
He's lucky, eh?
I think he got told off by Dean too.
Oh, he got told off heaps of times.
By Dean because he tried to go at me?
Yeah, but that last time Adrian actually ripped into him, now people told me, bro, and the MV room took him in there and almost made him cry.
Yeah, bro.
Apparently did. Told him, you don't even speak to anyone like that, eh? I'm surprised someone like that, bro, is still there.
Have you made your decision? Who will
I hate looking at people like that, eh?
Very
Just
well.
I haven't decided yet. I need this.
What do we need to find?
This is a gold.
Money talks.
White chocobo eggs.
See, like,
Are you sure
like,
this list is right?
you might.
Everything on here.
I might look like I'm stingy and stuff, bro, but when it comes to food, bro, I'm never stingy with food, you know what I mean?
These items may seem
It's so much food, bro. That fellow I pick up, bro.
for which they were once highly
Oi, 7 pizzas here by himself.
that they were harvested
Boxes,
bro.
They're not healthy, bro.
7 pizzas, bro, right? And I was on my phone like this, bro. And I was doing this. And I went to go grab one. And I was looking at my phone like this. When I was bro, what the fuck?
I've been meaning to visit Northridge
I was
anyway.
like, fuck was
I'll set
pizza
out.
gone?
Join me
Oh,
there when you're
did you
ready.
want that?
I will.
Well, yeah. Bro, I had 2 pieces.
You too, Talia.
2 pieces, bro, and I was drinking the L&P, bro.
And he demolished 7 boxes.
7 boxes, bro. And he goes to me, and he goes to Dallas today, oh, I'm still hungry. And they're like, hey, guys in the other tables. And people like this, bro, grabbing the pizzas like this and quickly grabbing it, bro. One guy walked out with the whole box, bro. He's like, I'm going now.
Because that guy might eat it.
Bro, he's 28, bro, and he eats junk food. He's like, oh, I'm hungry. It's like he's gonna be fat ass on the forklift all day. You don't even get off and down stack. Oh, I'm hungry.
But like, yeah, I don't know about it.
It's bad eating, eh, bro? That place plays some people that are real bad eaters. They eat junk food. And he had, right, this morning, he bought himself 2 pies and he bought 2 big red balls of this big, bro.
Ooh. Like, I eat it too much, you know?
Coke on the way.
I eat it too much, but I just try to reduce the amount I eat a day.
And I put 1.5 litre of Coke on the way. He's sinking back. I dropped the dog off, bro. He's ringing me like, oh, you all good, bro? I'm like, I'm running my old lady just dropped my dog off.
Found for ingredients.
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
Wait, is it easy to put the fence?
Pepio nuts and some garlic.
Well, we will.
No, I'm just asking, bro, you know?
We can meet by the gate.
It sounds like that fence too. It's pretty wobbly, eh?
No.
I looked at the foundations, bro. They're all cracked and shit. Have you seen have you seen how they build their fence? No, seriously, bro. Have you actually seen that? It's cracked all the way down, eh? Fuck, we're paying no attention to jump on that fence. Don't jump over that fence now, eh?
Haven't much.
Right. Well, you gotta make sure when you do it, you gotta level out make sure it's level on the ground and shit. Use the leveler and all that, and you gotta build a
yes.
Well, we're gonna build a fence, bro.
No.
We're across there.
No.
Put that thing.
I just want to know, you know? I wonder how much.
How much it costs?
How much it costs or easy, you know?
If you bought the materials and got someone to build it for you, if you don't need any builds, you can build any builds.
That's everything.
No.
Let's see how Jill's getting on.
You know why I don't like people in the community to do it, babe? Because if they don't do a good job, I can't complain.
What do you mean you can't complain? You complain like me, man.
No.
I'm a complainer. Like, see, this is the difference. I know in your culture, bro, but oi, if you're paying someone, bro, they don't do a good job. The motherfucker gets this.
Yeah.
Oi, you can't complain, but I can complain. You motherfucker. You realise, Clint, can you sort this fella out?
It's just like this.
Hammer head, bro, like this.
You mean like if you pay your family?
You tell them, so what happens if you complain about it in the community? They're like, you're outcast. Motherfucker. What does that mean? I don't care though, bros. That's me, bro. You know.
But before we head back,
you do a good job, bro. You can't let someone do a shitty job, bro. Get away with it. That's the culture, bro. I'm being brought up in.
Same here, bro. It's just that I don't.
Yeah, but you're telling me, obviously, in your community, bro, they don't. That's not moaning, though, bro. If you paid someone $5,000, bro, to do a job, bro, and you came with the fence was wobble like down like that, they're like, oh, good job, man. That's good fence. You'd be like, what the fuck?
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rotherham, taking in the sights and smells?
I tell you that, bro.
You're telling me in the community you wouldn't get anyone because if you can go up to them and go and say you're a useless motherfucker, I want my money back.
It's not
that. Go around telling everyone that stop guy. He tried to kill me. He's trying to start ripping me off.
Yeah.
He ripped me off. You know, he twist today and say you're a rip-off guy.
Cambodians, people are like
that. Surely no people would have made that shit. Take a fucking photo of it.
No, it's not that because Cambodian people are fucking stupid, bro. You know, they don't believe one-sided.
Yeah, but it's easier to prove though, right? You just take a photo of it. You know?
And I saw some bread.
Oh man.
Big white cobs like
the what time's your wife first work?
I don't know, because it could be 3, 2, or 1.
What about that job? Is that all sorted now?
Yeah.
You're
it's just full, bro.
I'm just looking out for you, bro. Right?
Yeah. I think...
I don't think your wife would go off after working.
No, it's not that, bro. I think the fact that is she wants to help him out by trying to make his wife jealous, but I told her that, you know, you shouldn't get involved in people's marriage, regardless. And then she kind of backed off a little bit, but she still helped him out, trying to make the wife jealous, but at least she's not like right there in his wife's face, you know what I mean? So I think she backed off a little bit.
It's how our lives will be when our work is
I just told her like, before, but you know, like, be careful, because you know, You could ruin someone's marriage, even though that might be domestic, but it's not our problem. You know? You could give them advices, but just don't
I
go.
don't think your wife would be in the car somewhere afterwards.
Who knows, but you know, but...
No, I don't think your wife would be like that. No, my ex-wife, right? That's right, that was twisted. The white woman, bro.
I suppose we best be getting back.
So it's
I
his
need to
fault
give
the
these
way I am
ingredients to
because
Hippocrates
he
and
didn't show
Tonya.
any affection, bro.
I'll see you at the hideaway.
Oh, okay, so who was doing all the working? Most of the working.
I will. You too.
But
terrible, bro. When I was a provider, bro, doing this long hours, bro, she was all fucking around on me.
Yeah,
Doing that shit in the pipe. How can you be like that, mate?
So to say, but I'm just lucky my wife doesn't do that, lucky, you know? In a way.
Yeah, but see me, bro, I don't touch this shit, bro. Look, I've been drug tested already, 3 times this year? Fucking the last one I had the bollard. And there's a young chick that came out too, she's like, can you take a pee? I'm like, they look at me, you know, she's like this. No, she's not looking, she's like this. I'm like, hey.
She's like, oh, damn.
Hot too. She's actually hot too, she's from Harmony, eh?
You see
Working for the DTA, it's a traffic teaching agency.
And yes, you should have the bollard again so she can drug teach you again.
Yeah, they were looking at her too when she came. And they're like, what the fuck, you get a hot chick, we get some big, bald, fucking fat guy.
Yeah. But when you see any Tumbo, when you see her start in the place.
So a chick like that wouldn't be touching drugs. She does that for a job, right? So she actually. There probably wouldn't be something like that. They do that for a job, right?
Very well indeed.
So she's straight.
No small part to your
Still can't believe it, bro. Dean asked me, like, should we keep up with Glenn on? I was like, yeah. But be careful, that guy looks like a druggie, man. He's like, dude, like, really? It's like, no, I'm just joking.
You can count on me.
You got the way I said, I get to like, you know, because regardless of somebody tells on the face, like, I know it looks real rough on the face. This could be him, easy with Jersey and gloves. But like, you got to work with someone now and get to know them first. You get to know them first. Because the problem is in this day and age, bro, everyone judges people by their look, but you know what I mean? Like, as if we work for army, some.
Would you join me?
No, it's bad. It's actually real bad.
Bro, they're real bad, bro. They're backwards to the front, for fuck's sake.
Of course.
They don't judge people on what the work ethic they're doing with their hours and the extra work they do, bro. Look at her, look at that person. He looks like this, or look at him. Look at the way he's acting or talking. He's on something, you know what I mean?
Clive.
Hey, it's just like a new job, you can afford to buy this, hey. I give this camera, bro, from $7 to $65.
This guy, I haven't been paying you, man.
Yeah, you can pay it off.
It appears our work.
How many $2?
I've got 2 over there, my one, and I'm selling this one.
I was enjoying
$65.
action for once.
Just try and support.
Followed by a rigorous.
What do you do about that custom? What do you do about that car dealership license? Next year? When? March, April, something, eh? Or?
Yeah, new financial year, you know why? Because then I can avoid paying the tax. You know what I mean? Like that income tax thingy. Because I'll be on different tax bro.
Yeah, if I was you, bro, if you're going to start getting into cars, I wouldn't try and buy 4 or 5 cars, you know, bro. I'd start off with one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And get yourself rolling first. You don't want to be getting heaps of cars to start with, bro, because you haven't actually get one of You're going to, honestly, you're going to find a lot of hassles, eh, bro?
And then, like, before I start, I need to install the cameras first.
And also, you need to actually look into it and see all the legalities, you know what I mean? And all the shit you got to worry about. Because there's a lot of shit you have to worry about, eh? People trying to bring the car back saying, oh, this doesn't go.
Remember that happened to me before, so.
That's trying to come easy, right? You hear what I'm saying? But didn't they fuck it themselves, didn't they? Yeah. That's what you gotta watch out for, bro. People want their money back, they drive the car up a couple of days, come back, I want my money back.
Yeah.
And the car's fucked.
I even called a transport agency, bro, and they said that, they said that even if you buy from the garage, it could happen, you know? Yeah.
As soon as you buy a brand new car, say you bought a $60,000 car off the car yard, as soon as you drive off that yard, bro, it's already devalued straight away. Regardless, you drive it to your house, bro, right? You drive it to your house, it's devalued straight away by about fucking 10 grand from the car yard, straight away. So you start driving it. You drive it for a week.
You started reading books I don't
Well, not 10 grand, probably a couple grand, but you know, drive it for a couple of months, bro. It's 10. Somebody's just trying to scam you down, eh? You just gotta watch out, eh? That's what I said to you. If you're going to sell cars, bro, you put cameras up everywhere, have signs up saying warning.
No, minimum of 3 cameras at least, bro.
And get signs up everywhere too, on the, you know what I mean? Saying, so people can see it. And you have one at the front, no, you need to put them up, bro, and you see it, bro. I
tell you, the first main one is probably in front of the garage, and then the second one will be this back here.
Don't thank me.
Like, yeah.
And you just got to be aware in this day and age, bro, because there's a lot of people out there that try and there's a lot of thieving. Just see the way the world is now, bro. Look how people are living. People steal anything, bro. They break into someone's house, bro, and steal anything, bro. You give them 5 minutes, 10 minutes, bro, 4 or 5 of them, they'll fucking take the whole thing. They'll ransack TV, everything, bro. 5 minutes, there's 4 or 5 people in your house, bro. They'll come in, bro, too, right? They'll smack you, they'll have knives, gun, or whatever, bro, and beat shit out of you. They don't give a fuck.
You know that if I had my wife get in the house, shit like that happened, my wife would probably say something, but I tell her, leave them take it, because, you know, it's not worth it. But I'm saying if I was by myself, then I'd probably do something, you know?
Let's take this outside.
You get on the past.
Yeah, if I'm by myself, it's okay, you know, I can run, you know what I mean? But if I have my wife and kid, bro, I can't run, you know what I mean? Yeah, we don't.
I'll smash you in the kids out.
Yeah, they do.
You in America, bro, they'll just shoot you.
They shoot the kids as well.
Yeah, no, we don't want no witnesses. It's got to be wary, that's all, bro, when you're selling shit. Just when you watch the person's body language. If they're looking around, bro, they're trying to suss out the first. Because people send other people around to pick shit up.
Yeah, man.
You got to realise that, hey, the person you might be picking up might not be the person that buys it. You got to realise that, hey. Not saying anything will happen.
Yeah, man.
It's just,
you never know,
I know
bro.
streetwise, you know, street smart, you know what I mean? I'm just like that. It's just me.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's 1 down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. Maggie and Grandpa can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
I'll probably need some noodles soon. Yeah.
What's the matter?
You know?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realised I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. As troops. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Is that St. Tome's house?
Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
Oh, you in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow loomed over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great rump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them. Oh, no.
Stop that, you break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad. Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protégé's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
crack the crystal too. You're joking.
Wish I could take them along.
Well, here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
I imagine Ty could get a proper job. So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe Molly pour the blackest blood water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt door for one just the other day. I'd have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And good hunting, eh?
How are you feeling?
Oh no, it's got a hill.
There's no turning back.
Wow. Please.
We're not alone.
Ooh, just.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
Is that the same Tomes house?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running.
Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favour.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Min and the rest of us in our endeavours. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your back. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Wish I could take it.
He cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case. with Torgor? Trouble with the ledges. Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I was wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at him. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of the mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignat's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
This fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Out! Get out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? No. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valkyrie.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Good girl.
Yeah!
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastards' head off! It's over!
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right. Speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this woodstone, shall we? Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword, then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valasthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valasthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see it up my debt to use paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
do you need? What do you want? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. And how am I meant to do that then? Anything else?
Osman, I need to ask you about Torgor. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgor, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosalia have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Ready, go? Faster!
certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Vì đất này nhưng xin được tại vì như sủng muốn có thang hay ai có cái con mong
cái màu
cái này ai bị liên tục lắm dương hay là nhóm mở ôn nôm như thế vậy tôi chưa có gì đó
Nice like that.
Bố nhưng không sợ bố
In
nói
return, you can find toys for me.
Bloody
know it.
Cảm ơn ai đấy. Được cái bãi cắt bãi đấy trong màn. Nhà mất. Tâm đám này.
Clive, were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
That reminds me, after your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance has fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Mong một hay buôn máu anh hay tha mong mà.
Phải buông đập pi.
Mong đập pi.
Dạ, đập pi chứ đập pi cho không dụng.
Hay chứ mình còn khe mang cái thân này đã ông phân biệt được này.
Thôi bữa đây.
Dễ như bây đã ông phân này.
Gặp chưa?
Họ đó bây đã thủng bao ông phân vì mau cùng cuốn. Mau cùng với hoặc là hốt đau mong đập pi dụng, hoặc đập pi trừ. Hôm ngày đấy mới đã chạy. Đúng rồi.
Nè.
Gì? Khổ cái gì?
Các bạn phải buộc mò.
Thả lớn đấy mong đọc biết thở rồi nhỉ?
Dạ, tôi đã không có bật đây. Buộc nó lên là số cây.
Lên ngày suốt ngày nó cho ngày sai cái đảo như còn một Facebook này ta nhỉ? Ô phân này thì nhỉ? Ô phân này.
Trong tầm ơi.
Dạ. Dạ.
Từng chút.
Ừ.
Tới đó này.
Thầy.
Tới mở ra.
I don't know where Cid gets the energy. Mid told me she was building a ship.
Mày sai, lúc hai giờ ở trên mày sai là
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Cái bên à?
What are you listening? Is this better? Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain members. And it's maybe my fault.
Rõ ràng sẽ bớt phá chứ.
I thought I had the numbers square.
Sao mà anh?
Sadly, that square turned out to involve a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from tight.
Too late for that, son.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the Dane. And well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million. Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're going to make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the Dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure they will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, asses to wipe and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Stay sharp.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Ruby. I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
There's two more. The glass case.
Did you hear?
I want to see. It's all right.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater in order to talk?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid,
I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Who will want to know the stones were delivered, if he's still with us.
Is that
They told me she was building a ship.
Ghost. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Oh, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as thankful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
Lady Karen, Go tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, We set up drinking Island rum until the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his nag.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was the same one as me.
Một thông tia đã.
It was him who stood beside me when...
Một anh bật ngay ở bên một đây nặng rồi ta.
Tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had, all to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. And who then? The ends of the earth.
Nhưng theo in số có thằng người Nhật Bản Bản nhân 2024 người Nhật Bản ở cái thằng cái một vài một tin một vài cái mình thấy là cái mình thấy cái phải học hay bộ cái ăn đỡ nhiều học.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me, just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone. I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shove people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go with the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have. This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic. The new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Bocklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, While you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?